morning, everybody. I'm Rob Evans, and welcome to Daybreak Plus. We're breaking down all the news you may have missed overnight and digging deep into what really matters to you. And some people living in South Austin say that the unhoused who are being serviced in their area make them feel unsafe. Now, we've been talking about this for years. KVUE's told you about the impacts of the Sunrise Navigation Center being close to a school and to a neighborhood. Well, on Tuesday, state lawmakers heard a bill aimed at fixing that issue. Here's KVUE's Darren Heron.
Paraphernalia, needles, drug baggies. We just got the empty alcohol bottle there now.
Those are all items Dale Heron says are regularly hanging around their neighborhood park, right next to Jocelyn Elementary School.
You have to be very, very careful because of those folks that are camping here. We're not quite sure what sort of mental state they're going to be in.
For years, neighbors have been complaining about the impact of the unhoused getting services at the Sunrise Homeless Navigation Center across from the school and camping in the community park. Today, the Senate Committee on Education heard a substitute for SB 2623 by Senator Brandon Creighton, directed to fixing this exact issue.
Senate Bill 2623 creates school safety zones by prohibiting short-term temporary navigation services within 1,500 feet of a public school.
A big change from the bill's original 1.5-mile radius safety zone, which Councilmember Ryan Alter was not a fan of.
If you draw a 1.5-mile buffer around every single school in the city, that is very limiting on being able to provide necessary services, because we can't provide services in one place.
The bill would also create a penalty for violations and create a task force to issue a report to legislators for a recommendation. Councilmember Alter says the city doesn't need any bills that will get in the way of city officials doing their jobs, and he's close to a solution for neighborhoods surrounding the navigation center.
I've worked really hard to find a new location, and we are really making some great progress. I think we're going to see us do that this year.
The problem's getting worse, not better. So I think this is a step in the right direction. I hope it passes because this has become untenable for our neighborhood.
That was Darren Heron. Senate Bill 2623, by the way, was left pending in committee. We will continue to follow that bill, however. Now, this is not the first time the state officials have chimed in on this issue. Last year, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's office filed a lawsuit trying to shut down that center. The lawsuit accuses the homeless center of drug and criminal activity, claiming it's putting people, businesses, and students in danger. Now, the homeless center responded saying churches are protected to do their work as part of their religious practice. That lawsuit, by the way, is also still pending in court. And speaking of Attorney General Ken Paxton, he announced he is running for U.S. Senate. He's trying to unseat John Cornyn. Take a listen.
It's definitely time for a change in Texas. We have another great U.S. Senator, Ted Cruz, and it's time we have another great senator that will actually stand up and fight for Republican values, fight for the values of the people of Texas, and also support Donald Trump.
Now, Paxton made that announcement last night on Fox News. Meanwhile, Senator Cornyn has served in the U.S. Senate since 2003. Just last week, his campaign launched an ad highlighting the senator's partnership with President Trump. He's won re-election 3 times. No Republican has come close to beating him in the primary. The next Republican primary will be next March. And right now, there are no Democratic challengers. Coming up on a 7:05 right now, let's get a look at weather and traffic. Grace and Hannah, starting with Grace. How's it looking outside?
Well, Rob, it's a little warmer than yesterday, but all in all, it's looking pretty similar. So we got high pressure sinking over the southeast this morning, and that also trails back here into Texas. A little bit unsettled as we head up towards Billings, Minneapolis, those areas even seeing some snow showers this morning. I'm glad we're not seeing that. Current temperatures here are pretty nice, 57 in Austin, 50 degrees out towards Houston, a little bit cooler over towards the east there, 53 for Corpus Christi, and gaining on about 60 degrees for areas like Laredo and Brownsville. If we're looking outside this morning, first lights of day are starting to come up, so we will see those temperatures start to increase as we head into the morning here. 57 for Camp Mabry right now, and then 53 over at the airport, where it's always a little touch cooler cooler over towards that region. All right, 24-hour temperature change. It is much warmer than what we were seeing yesterday. And of course, on Monday, it was quite a brisk start to our week. But now we're starting to see those warmer temperatures, and we are going to stay warming as we head into the rest of our week here. So Wednesday, 86 degrees for Austin this afternoon, up to about 90 degrees for the Hill Country. Some breezy conditions will be around for today. Starting past about 10 a.m. today, we could see those gusts out there for the Hill Country as well as the I-35 corridor get from 20 to near 30 miles per hour. Now, this will also increase our fire weather risk for today out towards those Hill Country areas. So Mason, Llano, Burnett, Blanco, and Gillespie County will all be included in that. And you can even see that bright red extreme category kind of dips down towards the Buchanan Dam area. So please be aware of anything that could cause a spark today. We are still going to be dealing with very dry, very warm conditions for the next couple of days here. Next 5 days, you'll see a minor cold front Thursday into Friday. That drops us down to the mid 80s once again for the start of our weekend, but we get right back up to about 90 degrees as we start off our next week of April here. Unfortunately, it looks like those days will be warm and very dry because Austin is left out of that 7-day rainfall chance pretty much for the whole of Texas here. Dallas and over towards Lubbock, areas of West Texas do have some minor chances for rain, but it really looks like we're going to be entering into a pretty dry period here in Texas. All right, those next 7 days, again, we see a bit more warming heading into Thursday, drop down those temperatures Friday into Saturday, and then again, warming up Sunday into Monday. You know, it's not as dramatic of a roller coaster ride, but we will see, you know, kind of the up and down temperatures here in the next 7 days. How are those roads looking out there, Hannah?
It's heating up out there and it's kind of slowing down for some of us. Good Wednesday morning to y'all. We are halfway through this work week, so we are trucking right along. Before I show you the current conditions, I got to show you my bluebonnet photo of the day and these darling siblings here. They're just gorgeous. And this is a photo of KJ and Casey Thompson out in beautiful Hutto, Texas. Thank y'all so much to the Thompson family for sending that in. Right now, taking a live look on I-35, this is near North Lamar. You can see we are slowing down in those southbound lanes as well as that slow crawl in the northbound lanes. We had a crash a little bit earlier near Breaker. That is cleared up, so it's looking better, but we're not moving very fast there. And of course, we're not moving very fast here through the Onion Creek area. We do have a stalled vehicle, which you guys know, it just doesn't take much to contribute to the already slow that we see there. So I-35 northbound at Onion Creek Parkway, they're working to clear that vehicle out with several miles of that stop and go. Let's check in across the area. Good morning, Georgetown. Still seeing some stop and go southbound starting at SH 29 and then working your way down. So you'll factor in a little extra time there. Checking in out towards the airport, also seeing slowdowns in those northbound lanes on 183 approaching the South Austin terminal, seeing slowdowns through Del Valley in the westbound lanes if you're coming in from Bastrop today. And Mopac is actually having quite the time today. It's been really nice and green out there all morning. We had some early morning construction near Kent Mabry, but a lot of that's cleared up for now. So looking really good, about 15 to 20 minutes starting from Lewis Henna down towards the downtown area. Taking a look across the rest of the area, here's a look at your drive times right now. 41 minutes, Buda. I know it's still not the greatest time, but you know, we've certainly seen worse. 22 miles per hour, 20 minutes of Round Rock traveling southbound to 183, and then your typical stop and go from there. Like I said, Mopac, under 20 minutes if you need to travel southbound right now from North Austin, and really not looking too shabby in the northbound lanes either. Loop 360, good morning to you. If you're in the mood for a view today on that beautiful Pennybacker Bridge, under 10 minutes if you can get to Mopac to that Pennybacker, and Loop 360 from 183 to Pennybacker just at 6 minutes right now on this Wednesday morning. Happy Hump Day, Rob.
Yeah, happy Hump Day. And Pennybacker is even more especially beautiful when you get to enjoy it at 0 miles an hour, which is normally right around 8 a.m. Traffic is awful. I live right there. Gorgeous bridge, awful traffic. But hey, how about some good news in traffic? Because we haven't heard this in years. And in fact, it's been, 2021 now. So 4 years this has been in the works. And today it is open. Talking about a quicker way through Leander, the 183A toll road extension is now open. Just opened up a few hours ago. The Central Texas Regional Mobility Authority says the new toll extension from Hero Way up to State Highway 29 will give drivers 16 miles of non-stop travel, traffic dependent of course, between Liberty Hill and Northwest Austin. Drivers will be able to bypass traffic signals at Hero Way, San Gabriel Parkway, Bryson Ridge Trail, and White Wing Drive.
We're playing a game of chicken with them, over these tariffs, and we're all going to lose.
I know what the hell I'm doing.
Well, that's President Donald Trump. They're defending his tariff plan. The new round of stiff tariffs just kicked in after midnight, delivering more uncertainty to the global trade market. U.S. import taxes on Chinese goods now exceed 100%. And what does this mean? We don't even know what it means yet. We're going to log on right now. I'm going to find out what it means, what prices are going up, how much is the new iPhone, et cetera, et cetera. It's a day-by-day thing. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington right now, though, with what we do know.
Overnight, President Trump's new tariffs against virtually all U.S. trading partners taking effect. China among the hardest hit, with tariffs totaling 104%.
That's what it's going to be. I think they'll make a deal at some point. China they want to make a deal, they just don't know how to get it started, because they're proud people.
Trump's tariff battle with China starting with China accusing the U.S. of bullying after Trump imposed an additional 34% tariff on Chinese goods. China retaliating with a 34% tariff on U.S. products. Trump then responding, warning if China did not withdraw that 34% tariff, he would increase tariffs on Chinese imports up to 104%.
We're playing a game of chicken with them, over these tariffs. And we're all going to lose. We're already losing now, but hopefully someone blinks.
China's largest exports to the U.S. include electronics, toys, and plastics. Republican senators who rarely break from Trump.
Whose throat do I get to choke if this proves to be wrong?
Now feeling the pressure from their constituents.
And I hope you and the president are very sensitive about companies potentially going bankrupt.
Trump last night defending his tariffs.
I know what the hell I'm doing.
Millions of American families and businesses now grappling with the real-world effects of Trump's trade war.
You name it, it's going up in price, so buckle up.
One online retailer now suing, saying the tariffs could be truly catastrophic to her business.
Our backs are against a wall, and we're going to have to end up cutting salaries, raising prices, not hiring people in America that we wanted to, or, I hate to say it, but close our doors.
And Trump says he will soon announce a major tariff on pharmaceuticals coming into the U.S. He says he wants plans to open here in America. Details are limited, but experts have warned any added costs will get handed down to American consumers and could cause drug shortages. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
So the question is, what happens? What does this mean for us? Quite frankly, we don't know. Quite frankly, no one knows yet. These tariffs just went into effect 7 hours ago. So we're going to find out day by day exactly what happens and how this is going to affect your pocketbook. Certainly it will. But again, day by day, we're going to follow this and tell you how it affects you. All right, now on to health news. For women who don't have a regular exercise routine, a few minutes of movement every day may work wonders for your heart. Just a few minutes. This is great news. Joreen Shaw explains in today's Medical Minute.
Adding in some brief but intense spurts of activity, such as climbing stairs or carrying groceries into your day, may be enough to reduce the risk of heart disease complications, according to a new British Journal of Sports Medicine study. Just 3 minutes of vigorous efforts a day helped inactive women reduce their risk of serious cardiac events, such as heart attack, by 45%. Even pushing hard for just about a minute and a half daily was good for the heart. Men who tended towards a couch potato lifestyle did not get the same benefits, possible because of psychological differences. And both men and women who already met the recommended guidelines for exercise did not see additional benefits either, though active men did have a lower risk of stroke. Just goes to show, sometimes a little can go a long way. With this Medical Minute, I'm Zoreen Shah.
And we leave this morning with something to talk about, take a look, and take a listen.
Oh, Christ!
Do you recognize the person in the driver's seat there? That is former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson getting a memorable welcome to Texas. This is in North Texas. That ostrich right there was saying hello. His family was visiting Dinosaur Valley in Glen Rose, just south of Dallas there, when the big old bird approached the car and gave Johnson a peck on the hand. Welcome to America, sir. On social media, his wife Carrie said in the caption, quote, "Too funny not to share." Those things are always fun. You never really know what's going to happen at those wild animal safaris. They're all over the place. And if you get a chance, bring your kids. But just be prepared for what you can't be prepared for in this case. That's it for today's Daybreak Plus. Let us know what you would like to talk about, what you're thinking about. What do you think about the tariffs? What do you think about the prices? What do you think about whatever it is on your mind? Message us at 512-459-9442. You can also message me on social media at Rob Evans TV. That's on Insta, Facebook, or X. And stick around because Daybreak continues right here on KVUE Plus. Goodbye, everybody.